Don't make it weird.
I keep a condom on me.
What y'all hear is the brother Jamie Foxx here. Ebro in the morning, Hot 97 with Laura Stylez. Give it up for
Hey, Jamie Foxx is here.
In the house like furniture, down like gravity, it goes down.
Now, for the next 30 minutes, it's all yours.
Yeah.
This is all you.
Let's go.
You got new music with Chris
Hold
Brown.
on, wait a minute, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
8 months.
Oh, so I was
forget about me. Forget about promotion, man. You got an 8-month daughter?
Yeah, her name is Issa. We call her Izzy.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. God bless. Now here's the question though: how much did you put in? How much dirt did you do?
Oh, Jamie. Jamie, he's a
scumbag. Well, that's why you'll be able to tell her what is the goofiness and what ain't
the real.
The real. Because with my daughter, you talking about my daughter, she's 21 now.
And you was a scumbag when she was young.
Listen, I was a dude dedicated. I was committed to not being committed. That's what I was. That was me.
God.
Here's what's funny though. Yeah. I thought that as my daughter was growing up, she wasn't noticing. Because I said, I'm going to keep you away from that. My daughter's like, I saw everything. She said, I saw all the girls, all of this. And so when my daughter was 13, I actually tried to go do a club appearance with her. I said, yo, look, I got to get this money. I'm going to get paid $5 grand. You and your girls. And come. She said, what are you doing? You know, my mom may go, I said, come on now, you know. And all her friends like, this is really cool.
Let's go.
My daughter was always like this. It was some waitress. Oh, my God, Jamie, how you doing? Good to see you. And my daughter was like this. At 13, so I asked her, I said, why you act like? She said, I just don't like to see girls be out there like that. So your daughter is also going to give you perspective as you're growing up, and you'll be able to sniff out. I could tell my daughter right off the bat, I know when the dude is good and when he ain't. She brought her ex-boyfriend over. When we were having a party, Snoop was there. It was crazy that all these people was there. And this is the first time I meet the boyfriend. So I said, Snoop, man, go. So Snoop pulled him over. Yeah, you know what's going on, cuz. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't do what you know. You know, nephew is going to be this, going to be. And I'm watching this dude.
That's so intimidating. Imagine.
Way more intimidating than what I'm saying on the radio because of what we was doing. It was like.
It was going down.
It was like, it was going down, right? Mm-hmm. And so I hear him say, it's all right, I'm clutch. I said, oh, snap. He said, I'm clutch. He said, okay. He ain't really bothered about it. So I give him, you know, it's the 40-year-olds against the 20-year-olds in basketball. We may need one. What your game look like.
That's right.
And so my daughter was like, you got to play. So we get out there and we getting thrashed by these little young dudes,
of course, as you should.
And all of a sudden, exactly. And I got the wrap, you know, on the knee, the 2 prongs, you know what I'm saying, smelling, all of us smell like ointment or whatever. And all of a sudden I hear, if you need one, I'm here. Like a Disney movie. I look over, the lights is on him. Bum, bum,
He's ready.
With my shorts on. So I said, all right, in a minute. He get in, first play, he dunked. I said, ooh! He ends up winning the game for us, and then I made a mistake. I started hanging out with him more.
No.
My daughter's like, yo, we ain't. So, but I was able to at least be there to buffer that, let her know what the dude is. I could tell you right off the bat what he is. He's a little nervous when it comes to where you are in your life because you are surrounded by
real
you'll
dudes,
see Tiger, you'll see that, and then I made some kind of mistake where I said something about a young rapper. I think it was Tiger or somebody. I said Tiger, and she went, I said, what? And I don't know nothing about the DM and the timeline. And I guess somebody had reached out to her.
Boy.
He saw it, and I said, listen, if he can't deal with the fact that you're in the situation, that's probably not going to be the one for you because you've been blessed to be here, but you a solid girl, you cool, and you know. If
he knew you were solid, he wouldn't be rattled by a DM.
Exactly, but he did do one thing that was great.
Guys, but wait. DMs from Tyga? Or I mean, I'm not saying Tyga, but like DMs from like young rappers. Are you kidding me?
But Jamie Foxx is her father,
It's not regular. It doesn't matter.
And that's what I try to explain.
Still, you know how intimidating it is for a young man.
But I tried to explain that to her too. I said sometimes you can't be heavy-handed with your celebrity friendness, right? Because he don't really understand that. You know what I'm saying? He don't understand that you ain't giving a darn about that. You know, it just is what it is. So you will be, in other words, you'll be able to do that. Chris Brown, let's go right into that because we talking about now.
You're in love with the fact that Chris Brown has a daughter. You love the whole thing.
Blows my mind because I've been with this guy since he was 15. I met him when he was 15. It's a funny story. I'm throwing a party, Eddie Murray, everybody there. We in Miami. I see some kids dance. I said, who that? DJ Irie said that's a young phenom, Chris Brown. I said, well, he dancing? You know, I get down. So I go down there and try that. I said, yo, I do a challenge. You know what he did? He did a flip. I said, it's over. I said, it's cool. I'm not messing with you.
Yo, look.
He just did a flip. But wait a minute. It was like people crowd like he did the flip like in here.
Yeah,
you know, he didn't need no
one
room.
space.
He went straight up in the air at 6'1" and landed here. I said, I'm done. So since he was 15, good, bad, indifferent. I've been there to counsel him, especially when situations will happen where I speak real to him, where it hurt him a little bit. Like, yo, I got to be tough on you. Flash forward, people don't see him like I see him. He come to my crib, he danced with my daughter, with my sister who got Down syndrome. I see the different crib. When he walked in with his daughter on Jimmy Kimmel, I said, there you go. What you feel now?
He feel different.
Like this. He was like, oh man, and she gaga goo gooing.
Of course. Yo, Izzy on me like that. All in my face.
That's what you
leans and put her forehead on my forehead, the lean in that they do, and the arm go around your neck, and that'll melt you every time.
You're gonna be the one that she looks to, because she gonna have a relationship with mom. But make sure you break the mom stuff up every once in a while. No, I need to have that.
Oh no,
I need to know what I need to know what y'all talking about.
I'm on daddy duty every night.
Oh,
I delivered my own daughter in the bathroom. I was been there through the whole process with her mother. We, you know, it's family unit. We tight.
Great is that?
I've been there the whole time.
Yeah, that's great. Well, you perfect.
So we rocking today.
Yeah.
Early in the game.
But here's she'll keep your perspective. Like my daughter. Like even when I'm doing my music, Dad, don't get too young. Don't get too young. Don't get too young. Like I had some shoes on the other day.
So she checks you. She doesn't want you out there looking crazy.
I had some too young a shoe.
What
she told me.
What kind of shoes
I had on
were
some
they?
Sasetcha Petris or whatever.
Giuseppe Zanotti.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
But it was like it had a belt and then a hook and a chain and a locket, and they engraved my name in it the whole night.
God.
Yo, Jay, you gonna be fly with this, Jay. This is you. And I'm like, you sure? I'm like, sure? My daughter like, Dad, what you doing?
You don't take that shit off.
She said, if you don't get it off right the fuck now, what do you have on? I said, no, this is this. She said, no, Dad, first of all, Dad, you got old feet. I said, what's that mean? You got like civil rights feet, like feet for like marching. You need a nice, comfortable marching shoe.
Jamie Foxx on Hot 97.
Yeah,
that's
right.
We got daughters.
Yeah, daughters is real. So wait, your daughter's 21.
21.
We saw you bring on the red carpet while you was flirting with Kelly Rowland. Don't think I forgot. Your daughter was standing right by your side.
I always had a thing for Kelly. Like I just thought she was very and I had a thing for chocolate girls, and I tell you why. Back in the days, a girl named Colette Washington, God bless you. Chocolate girl, and that's when cat eyes was like significant. They say, oh, she got cat eyes. And I'm from Texas, so that was really unique. Her eyes went like this. She dark as your jacket. And I would always try to get at her. And I was in the 8th grade. She was in 9th grade. She said, you too young for me. I said, what does that mean? You just too young. I said, no, actually it balances because I'm in college prep classes and you're in remedial, so we're actually
taking shots already.
No, I'm just saying that
it's the same thing.
I don't understand.
No.
I'm not understanding.
I'm intellectually where you at.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So she had the rabbit coat, the whole nine, and we do the football game, and that's when everybody in my town, we all walk home. So I got a chance to walk her home, and this one I got my first dark skin
taste like you laid it
down. No, like that.
Not
way too young for that. Way too Christian. Okay. I wasn't even cussing. Way too Christian. It was Texas. So, but when I got her to the door, I said, "Can I?" She said, "What?" I said, "Can I feel on your booty?" And she was like, "You crazy? Go ahead." You know, it was like unreluctant. Go ahead. You got position, and I went in here like this.
Oh,
you went in the crease?
Yeah, but just right here at the top. Right. So Kelly Rowland reminded me of that. But anyway, my daughter, I would take her everywhere with me.
And did your daughter approve of Kelly Rowland?
My daughter doesn't really approve of anybody. Okay. And that's what you'll get to. My daughter is I made a mistake. A while back, I dated somebody too young.
Oh, yeah.
Like 24.
Oh, yeah. No.
And what I was doing, I was trying to do it, but not let my daughter see her. And then I made a mistake. Somehow I got crossed, and she ended up at the house with my daughter before I got there. And it was terrible. I'll go in, and my daughter's like this. And the girl's like, oh, my God, my dad, your dad is
trying, yeah.
And she got a half shirt on. And the boot, she says, "Boo!" I'm like, "No, go put some clothes on."
Yeah, cover that up.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed. I really am. And so my daughter goes,
because your daughter knows.
My daughter like 17 at the time or 16. So she says, "Dad, well, I'm going to school. You want me to drop her off at first period?" And I'm like, like that. And the girl, and so I had to because of my daughter, I said I got to break free because it was things happening. As I was getting older, things was happening. That I was noticing that I was getting older with the young girl. Even look, I dyed the hairline, all this is shaved, everything, and something happened that sort of blew me away. And I didn't know that this happened. I didn't know that I had gray ball hair.
Oh God!
I got a couple.
But I didn't know that, and that's how the way I found out was through the girl.
Oh, she
was down there.
Yeah, went down there, and then she came up. I said, and it was our first, times being there. She said, I killed it, right? She was like, yeah, oh my God, amazing. You know what's so cute? Yeah. The gray hair. Like the great, what do you mean? Look down there, it's gray. I said, what the fuck is you talking about? You don't know? You have, it's gray, but I just thought you're a veteran. That's what so they
don't mind the gray. I leave the gray in my bed. They don't mind the gray.
But I'm not knowing that it's down there. So you know me, I'm in the bathroom,
with a mirror trying to
figure it out. And I said, well, I'm gonna have to dye that.
So wait, you can't dye that?
Yes, you can. I did.
Why don't you cut that?
God, just to put the cup in his ear.
And dipped it.
You just dip it like you know how you dye the eggs for Easter. It's right here. Check the timer on that. What's the timer? When you get older.
Jamie Foxx is still talking about his balls.
When you get older. When you get older.
Jamie, stop.
T.I.
Wait. We're gonna get to T.I.
Okay.
But since you was looking at Laura Stylez talking about your balls,
yeah.
You're how do I say this?
Say it.
The women in your life have been well documented.
Yeah.
But some you keep very quiet.
I keep everything that's significant quiet. I'm gonna tell you why. When J&B was doing their thing and it was quiet and it was in the corner, it was great. You know why it was great? Because you really didn't know. Then when it was like what it is now, it's hard to maintain that because now people are going to root for that relationship to finally come apart, or it makes it harder for you to navigate. Like if Jay does something just off the cuff with whatever, or she does something off the cuff with whatever, oh, you're seeing that other person.
Right.
Beyonce's trying to sleep with the president.
Everything's super exaggerated.
So my thing is like this, is like when it comes to any of my real relationships and when I've told girls who want to go public, like, yo, I want to hit the red carpet. I said, that's the wrong thing to do if you actually really want to be in the relationship. Right. Because look at it like this. I'm at a party one day. I go to do a joke, and I think Jennifer Aniston was like, she's like, please. I said, what's up? Please, I can't. I said, I'm sorry. She says, basically, I've been defined by Brad Pitt. Anytime I say Jennifer Aniston, you think that. So I specifically, like, you keep everything on the back burner and just stay. If it's really real, you don't need the promotion.
I was hoping that when you came up here today, we would be able to talk about the rumor about you and Oprah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that happened. I mean, I did hit that.
You did?
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows it. No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't know that.
Yo, I'm going to tell you how twisted I am. I didn't want to believe you when you admitted it, but then if you wouldn't have admitted it, I wouldn't have believed it.
My first joke, though, when we won the Oscar, everybody was like, no, you got to do Oscars. So I said, no, I got to go right back to jokes. So my first joke was in Madison Square Garden. My first joke, I said, they say I'm sleeping with everybody. And everybody yelling. I said, so I'm laying in bed with Oprah. I lean over to Gail and say, ain't this shit crazy? Yo, we getting together. Yo, Stedman, get us some juice. But Oprah was definitely
rubbing your shoulders on her show. She was loving you, bro.
We had a connection. If it was right, I didn't want to disrespect Stedman.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, Stedman's such a nice person.
Can we have real talk, man to man?
Yeah.
I know you checked out Gail. I talk about Gail's, the size of Gail's ass all the time. They get top.
But it's, Jamie. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Jamie. I love Gail because Gail is the hi Jamie. Hi Jamie Foxx. Hi Jamie.
So the song Gail you changed me.
Why are you changing the subject? Yo, I'm talking about Gail's ass.
And I had a super. See, that's the problem with ass, is that as a guy who loves ass like us, it will get you in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could tell the story, but I'll tell you.
Just tell the story.
I'm at the White House. We're doing a 60s event for the president, for the president of the United States. Michelle Obama is in a very tight fit one piece.
The pantsuit one piece.
The pantsuit one piece.
That crease with the creases that come
whole nine, everything. And I'm there. I'm
what
on
color?
my best behavior.
What color?
It was blue jean because it was like we were Motown night, and I'm hosting, and as they're coming up to shake our hands, and here's the president. Hey, how you doing? All right, now good to see you. All right. And then Michelle, look at you, Jamie, you're so crazy. And she hugs, and then she walks past. Now,
you did not look.
She's right here. Now, my mind is like, Foxx, don't do it.
Keep it real.
But at the same time, Foxx, you got to.
For us.
So then it's like this, slow motion. Boom. And as soon as I do it, there's another dude in the audience like, So they catch me.
Yeah.
But you have to. She's fine. I mean,
she know it though, and that's no disrespect.
It's no disrespect at all. I mean, you gotta have it.
You being around, you being in this world. I have the conversation where women get to a certain age and they appreciate a younger man saying that yes, I would take it down, even if it's not really gonna happen. They appreciate the idea that it could go down.
Yeah, but I mean, Oprah to me is still sexy in all of what she does, and it's like, guys, that's a turn on in itself. You feel what I'm saying? I think, you know.
No. I feel like you talk about it all the time. You appreciate women differently as an older man.
Yeah.
And when he's telling me about Jasmine Sullivan and about all these women, and something like, I just want to lay on her bosom. I'm like,
I will cuddle Oprah.
And who else got that thick thing too? Jill Scott.
Yes.
Yo, listen.
Don't start. Don't even bring up Jill Scott.
Superhero belt on. Like
you saw it. You saw Wonder Woman.
And it made that come out. I was like, what's going on? And I had to tell. I said, yo, you can't. Thank you.
She looks amazing, but this one loses his mind. I guess you do too.
Yeah, thick.
So you don't just run around and scumbag anymore. You've changed. You're like a different guy because. You know, I hear about your LA parties.
Our parties are notorious. We still have great parties. We just it's a little bit of different flow, but at a certain point, our parties were notorious.
But what do you mean by notorious? I don't know about.
I would be in town, because you shouldn't have been there. And if I would have found out you was there, I'd have been snatched you up. You ain't supposed to be there. Yeah. I would be in LA, and I would leave the next day. You know, I had a little joint in LA for a while, and the next day, and this happened more than once. We going to Jamie's house. What's going on there? Oh, we got invited to some party. We got to sign some form. You know what I mean? It's private. You only get boom, boom.
But
I was like, what's going on up there? How many people is up there?
Oh yeah, but it was cool though. You know what it was? I was like, I went and met Hugh Hefner at 24, 25 when the Playboy Mansion was still relevant. Like no camera phones, it was still fly, it was still private, and I never seen nothing like that. Women had to actually send pictures in, and you get screened, and then you come in. And I remember talking to Hugh Hefner, telling him, 1976, you were worth $115 million. Your girl you dated was Barbie Vinton at the time, was the first dark-haired girl you saw. You jump on a bunny plane, you fly over there.
Damn, you was a stand.
Yeah, you fly over there to Italy.
Wow.
You were the first one to create paparazzi, the whole. Now, how you know that? I said, man, I study you. Because what he did was he provided an atmosphere for everybody to come and chill. You could do whatever you wanted to do. I did get in the grotto with my girls. He allowed us to get in the grotto. I had 6 girls with me. I said, I brought my own. I don't want to, disrespect.
BYOG.
I did. I brought my dark skin. I had a Barbie doll. I had a like Korean and black. I said
Blasian.
And I explained to him. I said, this is a new joint. I said, I know you got the blonde bunnies, but this is the mix,
the Blasian, the chocolates. Yeah, you gotta know where this is going.
So we had a great time.
You had a Dominican or Puerto Rican or something in there.
So we had that, right? So what happened was I took that and did my own version of it at my crib. So we would have topless volleyball on Mondays, and that went great until we invited the wrong person, the dude that was just like this.
The creep.
Made everybody. We had a creeper.
Yeah.
But other than that, it would be parties. Like I remember partying with Bobby Brown, vintage Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown is beatboxing while Michael Bay is over in the corner, and just fly stuff. I remember doing karaoke. We did this thing for Puff. 2000 did a party for Puff. I'm at a party in Philly. Puff said, I spent $1.5 million for this party. I said, what? I said, buddy, you come to LA, I'll throw you a party for $400. It will rival this. Not on the scale, but it will rival it.
Quality of individuals. Quality.
So he called me, yo, Playboy, you know how Puff is. Yo, Playboy, make that happen. Make it happen. You talk all that shit, make it happen, Playboy. And I'm like, man, get in my phone. I got 250 people in my small house that is vintage. Women that are very beautiful, but not too tight, but not slutty. Because it's early, it's during the day. So, it's during the day, it's 2 o'clock. So I said, where you at? He gets there like 2 o'clock. And he's like, that's the girl from that show. I said, yeah. Yeah, we all hang together. We ain't got no money, but we all hang together.
That's right.
Yeah. I said, look in the corner. There's Kentucky Fried Chicken, it's cola, $400. And the party was amazing. And if you see Ben, hold on, let me back up. Let me say, at the party, Puff, and we ain't going nowhere day. And on the corner, standing on the side of in the house, is a dude with a green jacket, jumped like a sweat jacket on. No one knew who he was really. His name was Jay-Z. Missy Elliott had a room. She's amazing. As I'm walking into my garage, it's 2 dudes, one tall, one smaller. The short one, like, yo, B, it's like this all the time. Like girls like this all the time. I said, yeah, who are you? Oh, we did Neptunes. I said, yeah, I heard of you. What's your name? Yo, Pharrell. I said, get on in there, man. To this day, if you ask Ben about that party, It was amazing. Now, there are elements to the party as it gets later that we do say, okay, it's about 9:30, 10. We're going to ask all the Christians. So go ahead and grab the Bibles.
Or you ain't.
Grab the Bibles.
But so you don't do that no more. Them days is done?
There's times when we do that. We just do it like...
More because there was a period. It was every month.
It was every day. Yeah, it was every day. In 1999, we threw a party every single day in the summer for my sister. We do a party every day. Now with camera phones, etc., people sing. We just got to be a little different.
And more selective too.
We took that idea of the party and called it On My Balcony. So we've done several of them. We did one for 2 Chainz. We did one for Rick Ross, which is amazing. The one we did for Drake, 2,500 people counted at the new house. Crazy, and it was amazing. But that was like,
how your neighbors act?
Huh?
They used to it.
I invite them because my neighbors where I am now, they party. That's what I was always trying to figure out. I got neighbors that are 60 and 70 years old. They do wine parties. Jamie, we're having a wine, you know.
Oh, nice.
Having a charity, but that's just a way to get drunk and ride around in golf carts or whatever. Like, it's crazy.
So we played the new Chris Brown. We played the T.I., which was a hit. I think this is arguably one of the biggest songs. Yeah. What year was that? 2010. Blame It. Was that
28?
2008.
This was like the biggest song of that year.
Yeah, inaugural. It's crazy. Breon, our guy.
Yeah, where he at?
He's at Coachella still. Because Breon,
so that's what he gets to do now.
Breon, every time Breon goes to a place, he stays 4 days, no matter what. Because he's got to get all, you know, the girls.
So for y'all listening, you don't know, there's a gentleman named Breon that's been with Jamie Foxx.
Who is this guy? Like your best friend?
Breon is my little
partner in crime.
Okay.
Breon is the guy who looked at me and said, "You can do music. You just got the wrong people around you." And we met each other on some basketball shit. Like, he could like really hoop. So he said, "You just got the wrong people around you." And we fight like cats and dogs. He always tries to tell me, he says, "Listen, don't do what you want to do. Like, don't do the music you want to do right now." He said, "Do that later." I said, "But Jay, you don't understand. I'm an artist. I gotta." He said, "Okay, you want to be a pachanga? You want to be performing at the bingo table? Nigga? That's when you be at the bingo table. You know what I'm saying? You know, open it up." I said, so what he did was he was able to call records. He brought a young guy to one of my parties who had a backpack on. Jaw was ajar. His name was Kanye West. I said, "Who's that, Breon?" He said, "He the new thing. I'm trying to tell you. You can get with him." Kanye performs. He does an acapella. It was amazing. He said, "I got a song for you, Foxx." I said, "Really?" "I got a studio in the back. We go do the song." He said, "She said she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross." And when Kanye was telling me to do it, I said, "I got it. I'm R&B, baby. I got it." She say she wants some Marvin Gaye. And he's like, but he did it like this though. He was gracious. He was like, "Don't do that." And I was like, "Really?" He said, "No, don't do that." I said, "But you know, I know the R&B." And Breon's like, "Bro, stop with the old shit. Just let it happen." Yeah. So I do it begrudgingly. I'm thinking like, this is whack. He ain't gonna make it because you don't understand R&B. So I go off and do a bad movie, come back, song's #1. It's Breon. Breon also found Gold Digger. Kanye's working on the record. Breon called me 3 in the morning. "Wake your ass up. Wake your ass up. Wake your ass up." You know how you say everything 3 times. "You want to be in the music business? Get down to the studio." He said, "Kanye working on his song. It's a missile. You just got to do what I tell you to do." So I get there. Thunk, 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 thunk. They working on it. And I'm like, "Oh, nigga, that's a shit." He said, "No, it ain't." I said, "It ain't?" He said, No, because you ain't on it. Hold on." Breon stops the record. That shit is whack. And they're like, "What? It's whack. You got to put my man on there. He's the one that made the Ray Charles. Get it on in there, Foxx." He takes over the session. "All right, Foxx, give me something." All right, run it back. And then all of a sudden, "She take my money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's a trifling friend indeed. Oh, she's a gold digger. Way over town, that dick." And the rest is history. So that's Breon. He always keeps me in step.
Wow.
The Blame It record calls me again, 3 o'clock in the morning. "Wake your ass up, wake your ass up, wake your ass up. Get out to the studio. I got a missile. You ready?" And you know how you get animated. "I got one. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. I got one." And he plays the record and a tear drops out my eye. I stop and I said, "Please tell me that's my record." He said, "It's your record, but you got to cut it tonight because these other ding-dongs don't realize it's hot." So we cut that record. When we cut it, that whole run to get it broke we used a little bit of comedy to get the song broke. I would go to every club. Went to New York. My man Peckus. He took me to the strip club. Right. We go in the strip club. Fellas, you ever meet that girl you think she Halle Berry? You get her back to the crib, and then you wake up in the morning, she Halle Scary. You know what you got to do? Blame it on the girl. God's fair and all. And then ladies, you ever do that? When you meet the dude, you get to the crib, you say, I usually don't do this, but you do it anyway. Blame it on it. So we went all the way down the East Coast. We hit New York. We hit Philly. We hit D.C. Get to D.C. It's the inaugural. Kathy Hughes says, you playing this one record, but this is a record I like. Kathy Hughes burns it.
Yeah, that's for those that don't know, that's a lady who heads up Radio 1.
Yeah. So now we finally get down to Miami at Club Bed, and by the time we get there, the record is now
ringing off. Jamie Foxx is on Hot 97. Ebro in the Mornings, the show, 97 minutes, commercial free.
Crazy. We got daughters. We got stories.
Yo, remember a few years ago, right when that Blame It record was popping? Summer Jam. We had you out on that Summer Jam stage. I think, who'd you bring out? I think you brought out LL Cool J was there. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Are you still doing stand-up? Jamie Foxx will ever do stand-up?
Never stop.
Have you been on tour?
But what I do is like I do corporate gigs. I keep it fresh. I always do that because you know, like I know. When you see your favorite comedian, you see Eddie.
That's right.
He's
chill. Locked in.
Hey, where you at? John, Jim Carrey. You know, they sort of forget the funny. Like, you know, I think no matter what I do, whether acting, singing, I always got to keep the funny because that's sort of like my energy, like where I came from. So no matter what, I always got the jokes. I even do jokes differently when I'm hosting or whatever like that. I'm on the mic, on the DJ. I'll do jokes in between, and I'll work on the jokes because you got to do it sly now because people will film you and burn your message.
Throw it on the YouTube.
Right.
So I got to get in there slick, but always, and I got some new stuff that I'm working on, which is it's called Young Ass Old Nigga. And what that is, I'm in a club one day. I'm in LA, which is tough to go out because LA, everybody really young. New York, it's gonna be our age. You gotta have money. Miami, have money. But LA, you know, so they yelling out people. Oh, we got Kid Ink in the house. Yeah. We got YG. Oh snap! We got Jamie Foxx. Young ass old nigga. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And so I said. So there's a part of my act that talks about that, about getting older people. And I got the stories in there with the gray balls, the girl, the whole night. So I always keep my stand up up.
Are you proud? I mean, you look at somebody like Kevin Hart who's taking it to the next level. Like, I mean, so and let's talk about your trajectory, right? You in Living Color, right? Sketch comedy, then stand up, then you were like, wait a minute, music, and in there movies started to happen, and then now you're like the go-to. Right, because you're gonna do Mike Tyson to do a character role.
Well, the Mike Tyson thing.
But I guess what I'm hitting on is you're not a lot of comedians make it to where you made it. Kevin Hart made it. Eddie Murphy made it with these movies. I mean, Kevin Hart's box office is crazy.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's the blueprint that if you watch Eddie gave you the blueprint. Eddie even stepped out and did music. Now, a lot of times people think it was jokey, but still, he opened up the door. He opened it up so a person like me could come through and do my thing. Then if you look at what the Kings of Comedy did, like the Kings of Comedy, people don't understand this. Kings of Comedy was the first ones to go into stadiums. Like no one ever did that. Because usually if you go to, like say I go to Detroit and say 40,000 people want to see me, I got to do 8 shows in the Fox Theater. Okay, yeah, you do the 8 shows, but then Kings of Comedy, boom, did that. I was like, snap. I went to saw them in the Madison Square Garden, 2, 3, 4 shows. I was like, man. So now you see Kevin Hart, who's a genius and not just being funny, but also being able to market it. You know what I'm saying? So he's got the...
And he used social media.
Like social media is so key for him.
And it's so key for him. But at the same time, if he wasn't funny, it wouldn't work.
Of course.
So it's like you to be the king. So being able to have that allows it. Now he can look at what we've done as comedians, even Robin Williams, where you take it and you now when Kevin Hart turns that corner and does that solid, serious role or something that has the meat on it, because comedians have this interesting quality that when we don't have to do comedy, sometimes it's actually better for us. Like with me, I could never get on with the big comedy. It was always Martin. I did something, that's like Martin. I did something, that's like Eddie. So I lucked up and landed like Any Given Sunday, which was like off the beaten path, but it was with the right people. And so there was small steps towards, you know, Any Given Sunday, Ali, Collateral, Ray Charles, and now or the Mike Tyson situation, because you asked about MLK.
Yeah, you asked you earlier about the MLK biopic that was happening.
After Ray Charles, we got scripts for every old man.
Right.
Every old black
every
man.
old black man.
You can play Martin Luther King. You can play, we got you playing Martin Luther King first half of the movie. Then you can go play Malcolm X. And then y'all running each other. We're going to split the screen. You know what I'm saying? It's Muslims and Christians. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do a whole blowout, you know, on social media. Christian media. So now, but when it came to Mike Tyson, that was one. I said, yeah, that's that, because I know what to do. When we did Ray Charles, I knew, like, when I met Ray Charles, it was crazy meeting Ray Charles. He walks in, I said, Mr. Charles, I'm trying to do the best I can. Oh, yeah, you know what, if you can play the blues, man, you could do anything. And we sat down on the piano, we played the blues. And what was interesting, he was the older Ray Charles. So I said, how do I get the young Ray Charles? And so I called Quincy Jones. Hey man, yeah, shit, man, come over, man. I'll tell you about Ray, man. I got plenty of stories, man. He's a son of a bitch, man. And so he gave me a cassette tape to go listen to.
Wow.
So I rented a car, played the cassette tape, and on the cassette tape was this. Hi, this is Donna Shore from the Donna Shore Show. Here with two very wonderful musicians here, Mr. Kenny Rogers and Mr. Ray Charles. And you hear Ray Charles, hey, you know, Donna, I'm just so happy to be here. And the fact that you know my music, I mean, that's just grand. You know, he was young. You could tell he's on his fly. And then all of a sudden, she says, Ray, talk about the drugs. And there was silence for like 3 seconds on the tape. And he slowed down and he was fidgeting. Hey, you know what? Yeah, you know, with that whole thing. So I use that as DNA. Anytime Ray's talking about music in the movie, I'm talking about the woman he wants to conquer in the movie, he's on his game. But then when he had to be met with responsibility, like, what are you doing when you're with your wife? What are you doing with your kids? It agitated him. So I used that and then eventually graduated to the Ray Charles that sat next to me. Same with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, here's the story. I'm 21 years old.
Is the first time you're meeting Mike Tyson?
First time. Okay. I'm 21 years old. I'm in the club. I'm burning down LA right now. And I was the first social media dude. I would have, if I perform in the club, I would get people to fill out cue cards and put their pager numbers on there. So during the week, I would call and say, yo, I'm going to be at the club. So I have 50, 100 people show up on my cue card. I had an 800 floating list. 600 was women, 200 was guys. So I still had that list.
That's pimping.
So I would get up. Right? And as I get up, I go to my Mike Tyson joke, which I get the standing ovation on. Complete silence.
Oh.
I'm like, what's up? Mike Tyson's in the
audience. Wanted to laugh.
Listen, and not only is it's the different Mike Tyson. It's that pit bull. It's that one who
take your face off right now
with the velour suit with this in any minute. So it's complete silence, and people's like, "What you gonna do?" So a dude in the back who's still my friend today said, "Yo, Mike is in here." I said, "All right, yeah, man, yeah, man, just a young comedian." So more silence, and then finally the dude said, Mike said, do the joke. That shit better be funny. Right? So I do the joke, and it was a bullshit joke. It was something like, I drove to Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I heard through the drive-thru, hi, welcome to Kentucky Fried Chicken, may I take your order, something. But I get a standing ovation after I come off stage. Mike says, there he is, I want to talk to you. Come here, I'm going to talk to you. You're a funny motherfucker. And he punched me in the chest, and shit was caving in. I'm like, whoa, whoa. And I hung with Mike. I started hanging with him, like when he had the Lamborghini truck. Yeah. When Mike would go to the club and see girls, hey, you like BMWs? What? Do you like BMWs? Come on, like cars? Come on, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go get a car. And he would open up the BMW dealership and give a girl a car and set her up with an apartment just to kick it. And he did that all over the country. But then his boys would go and pick the cars up, bring them back or whatever like that.
That's enough.
But I watched Mike's rise. I watched Mike. A meteor. Like, it's nothing like what you see today. And so when he went to jail and he got out of jail, I had moved to Vegas because I ran out of money and I needed just a little small spot. So
and this was your In Living Color money?
Yeah, my In Living Color was gone because we weren't really getting paid on that anyway. So I'm in Vegas. I bought me a little spot, 200,000, got me 2 acres. It's cool, but I'm in Vegas. Fuck, ain't nobody there. So when Mike gets out of jail, everybody's calling me now. Yo, Foxx, we know you got the spot. So everybody's at my house. And women, I mean, like, incredible women, corporate. And I asked them, I said, what do you like about Mike Tyson? Jamie, let me tell you something. It's just something about a man that could beat up everybody in the world. I like that. I said, really?
They want that animal.
Listen, and she's getting dressed. She said, so what we doing? I said, we're getting ready to rush the fight. No, Jamie, we're not getting ready to rush the fight. We're getting ready to get to the after party because the fight is going to last 32 seconds. So do you have the limos? I said, oh, snap. So I got 4 white limos. I had a little pool. Got me 4 white limos. And when the fight was over, the girls were literally in starting blocks to get to the limo. Get to the limo, right?
Sprint. Ready to go.
I have 52 people with me. I'm not kidding. We get to the after party. We get in, and when they saw Mike, I've never seen nothing like this. And I watched him, and then we ended up at his house. After that night, we're at his house, and he had tigers and cages, and it was crazy. And then we get in, and Stevie Wonder's playing the piano, and he had a thing against the thong song dude.
Cisco.
He didn't
like him.
Fuck out of here, thong song. It was weird because you know everybody was saying, "Hey, man, yeah, I don't like him. Get out of here, thong song." And so you see Cisco like, "What's wrong? Why is he not like me?" I was like, "I don't know, nigga, but just stay away from it."
Yeah.
And then this is when I saw the cracks. This is when I started getting the DNA of him. A girl asking for a picture. Get the fuck away from me. You want to take a picture? You want to put me back in jail? That's what the fuck you want to do. You want to put me back in jail? And he flipped. And then all the bodyguards was like this. All right, Mike. All right, Mike, slow it. Because who's going to run up on Mike?
Nobody.
All right, Mike. And Anthony's about, Mike, look at me. Mike. And he like this. To the point to where Stevie Wonder was like, what is going on? He don't know what's going on. I said, Stevie, just stay with me over here. Stevie's like this. And he says to Cisco, like, get the fuck away from me, thong song. So now Cisco, so everybody's like this.
Yo, why hasn't Cisco left?
I know, why is he still there?
You can't. It's too crowded. It's just crazy.
Cisco, go home, man.
What happens is his play sister, who's in the kitchen, comes out, takes her Ebro. Come on, let's go. And he was like this. Come on. And I said, oh, if I ever get to play him, that's the DNA. To finally now,
yeah, we
actually go in to pitch the show, pitch the movie at Paramount. Mike, who looks great.
I mean, this is after his successful run on Broadway. This little
all
thing,
of successful. All of that is done. I went to meet him at his house first. Completely different, small, modest house, Pacific Palisades. I would call Mike. Mike, how you feel? All praises to Allah, my brother. I'm happy. So why are you happy? Because I don't have any money anymore. I said, you happy you don't have no money? Yeah, I don't have any money, so nobody can take anything from me anymore. I'm happy. My mind is clear. I don't have to worry about money. It was always about money. Everybody wanted my money. It'd be fist fights about who's going to take my clothes to the cleaners. I said, why? Because I would forget I have $16,000 in my pocket, so people fighting over my clothes. It was crazy. It was, right? So that's DNA. So then we pitching, and I saw how when he's with his daughter, when we're talking about the pitch, his daughter, didn't I tell you, I got to be able to see you. Don't move. I got to be able to see you. Don't go around the corner again. I want you to do that again. Don't make me upset. And the reason he was doing that because he lost his daughter. That's right. And on the treadmill accident. Yeah. So anytime his daughter's out of his sight, I said that's another DNA that's what really
and losing people.
Yeah.
In general.
Losing everybody.
Because Casamano.
All of that. So took that as DNA. When we finally get into Paramount and we're pitching it, and I said, Mike, just what would you be doing on a Friday 25, 30 years ago? Oh my God, it was debauchery. First of all, we'll have some drinks first, and we get crazy high. Then we'll have an orgy, and then we just leave and go to the club and pick up some more girls and crazy party with people. Come back to the house. It was just I was out of my mind. My wife, I'm so embarrassed to tell my wife about these things, but she cares about me, so I could talk to her. I was like, that's it. The quiet Mike, how he orders his food, same way back on the to Ray Charles, how he orders his dinner, how he's affected by his kids. If you saw the documentary, that's the Mike. When he's sitting there and he says, I like to tell a girl no. Make love to me, Mike. I say no. So go fast. I say no. So those types of stories. And now Martin Scorsese, who hasn't done a movie about boxing since Raging Bull, he's at the helm. And we got Terry Winter, who wrote Empire. Who wrote is that what it is? Boardwalk Empire.
Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah, Boardwalk Empire. So it should be.
That Mike Tyson thing you just went into, yo, you zoned out a little bit.
We felt like we were there.
Yo, you zoned out a little bit just now.
I feel like I was there.
You got to, because what I tell people all the time, when you do a character, it now goes up in your mind as on your shelf of characters. So you're able to pull them out. You say one, hey, for real, boom. You say Ray Charles, hey, you know what, if we're going to make it do what it do, man. You say Bundini Brown, Muhammad Ali's a prophet, how you going to be God's son? Soon as they come out the garage, be number 2. And then you go to Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, how we buy? So it's all of these things that you could pop in and out of. So,
is that so amazing? As an actor, though, do you get worried that they keep coming to you with these things?
As long as it's the right one. Mike Tyson is the only one to do. because you.
And you made jokes about Mike Tyson. Even 2010, you go on YouTube, there was Mike Tyson jokes. You were still making them.
Yeah, but the cool part about it was that me and Mike knew each other, so he gave me a pass. Because I remember him saying one time, "I like you. I don't like that Keenan I win. I'm gonna go back to jail for."
Because Keenan did it first on In Living Color, on the Love Connection.
He didn't like that, and that was a trip because I didn't know that made him sensitive. Even to the point of when I met Evander Holyfield, and I didn't know Evander Holyfield didn't like jokes. Because I said, I met Evander Holyfield at Gladys Knight's house. I said, hey, Evander, man, I was going to go outside. This was before he fought Mike. I said, man, I was going to go outside and call and act like I was Mike Tyson, man, you know, shake you up. I don't like that. Oh. Yeah, cool. I don't need to do that. Here's my Evander Holyfield, though.
Mean.
But I can't talk.
You can't because he didn't talk. He didn't talk. There was no talk.
Yeah. Is that crazy?
Yo, fam, check this out. We're very proud of you.
Man, thanks.
People love you.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? Keep doing what you do.
Oh, man, always.
And, you know, I mean, damn, man, I want to talk about Django. I want to talk about
we'll get it next time.
Reunion. I want to talk about...
Yeah, you have to come back.
We'll come back. But Izzy, God bless to Izzy, man.
Yeah, thank you, man.
God bless, man, because that's going to be a whole... I can't wait to come back and see...
Jamie, it's already changed him. It's already changed him already.
It should, though. It should.
How has it changed?
You're different. You're not the same. You're still a beast. You're still a filthy animal, but it's different.
Yeah, man, you'll feel it. I'll come back.
Yo, Jamie Foxx, ladies and gentlemen, great talk.